there.
Okay, Tim.
Okay,
It's
Phil.
time for the commentary.
Let's comment.
This is Phil Vischer.
And Tim Hodge.
And
Your
Phil
host,
Vischer.
And Tim Hodge, your host for the day.
We're watching Lyle the Kindly Viking.
Yes, because it's Thursday here at Big Idea, and Thursday is Lyle Day.
Yes, and actually, the first name, I found this in an old notebook I was going through the other day. The first name that I came up with for this episode was Ivan the Benevolent Viking.
It's not as catchy, is it?
It's not as catchy. You're right about that. I think we made the right choice. So I wrote this one, Tim directed it. That's why we're here.
Yes.
Talking to you. So if you have any questions about the direction or the visuals, address Tim.
And I will answer them.
If you're questioning content, thematic issues, then address me.
Yes, I remember you wrote this show in a record time. It was over a weekend or something, wasn't it? Like 2 or 3 days?
I don't know.
It was,
Couldn't have been, could it?
I thought it was pretty quick.
Because I wanted to look for new musical influences, so I went out and bought some musical soundtracks, Broadway musical soundtracks. And I don't remember if I just started listening to it first, but I wanted to figure out what was up with Gilbert and Sullivan, because I'd heard of them a lot, but I wasn't really familiar with their work. And so I sat down to listen to the Pirates of Penzance, which I'd never heard before. I didn't even know that
It's funny,
it
isn't
was
it?
a comedy.
It's funny.
Yeah, it's hilarious. And I remember I went to a park by my house and I actually got sunburned because it was a sunny day, and I sat there on a park bench listening to the whole musical and got sunburned. But I thought it was hilarious, and it made me think, hey, we could do something like that.
We could, and we did.
And that's where most new things start, by someone saying, hey, I could do that.
Yeah, I had just started at Big Idea, and this is 2000, year 2000. I had started in the spring, and we had finished up the first Penguins and Esther, and then you handed over the director reins to me on this.
That's right, and boy, look at that lighting. Boy,
isn't that smashing?
And look, Bob has his new leaves on. You remember when he got his new leaves?
That happened before I got here.
I think it might have been Josh and the Big Wall.
Yes.
I'm not sure. Because, you go back and look at Dave and the Giant Pickle and then compare the lighting and the animation and Bob's new leaves. And those little highlights there in his eyes.
Oh, yes, and this came right after not Esther. What was the previous VeggieTales to this? King George and the Ducky. Thank you, Archie. Because it was a follow-up to that, because remember Jimmy and Jerry took it over, so we kind of continued the plot. So it's kind of a sequel.
Right.
The Countertop is a sequel.
Yes, so we give Archibald the show, and he takes it in kind of a Alistair Cook kind of a direction.
Yes, that's before there was actually a lens in his monocle.
I actually made a note that Archibald should take over a show, probably back in '96 when I was brainstorming new show ideas, and it took 4 years for him to actually get his chance.
I like the subtext here about the whole thing about Bob having to learn to share the show.
Right, which was entirely unintentional.
I added that later.